What up, everyone? We've got Comic Block. So this box came surprisingly late this month. This was the last box to arrive in the month of May, after Arcade Block, which is weird. I'm not sure why there was a delay on it, but a box that I've been wanting to be good since they changed it, but it just hasn't been. Every month has been overly generic stuff, which has just not been good. But we'll see what's in this month's box, and hopefully it's a little better. Alrighty, first up, we got a shirt. Take a look at this shirt and see what we got. Alright, so it looks like an Apocalypse shirt from the new movie. Funny thing is, this is the first shirt I've seen from the new movie. I was talking to someone about this when I went and saw the movie. Did the whole like midnight release type of thing, and I always usually go to like a store and buy a shirt to wear for the opening night of the movie because it's just fun to do. There was zero shirts or anything for that movie. There was nothing there, and the only thing I can think of for that was because of licensing, because it's a Marvel-owned property, but Fox has the production rights to make that movie. But Marvel still owns all the other rights, so the rights to make shirts and toys and all that stuff. And I think they just didn't allow it because I think Marvel's trying to take power and money away from Fox to hopefully get their franchise back. So if anyone else noticed, like, you go into Hot Topic and there is nothing. Go into like FYE or comic stores and there is nothing, like no shirts whatsoever for that movie. And I think that's why, and I still haven't seen anything. Usually I can go into Hot Topic and there's like 20 shirts for each movie that's coming out, but there was nothing. And I haven't seen any action figures or anything for it, like nothing at all. And I'm only assuming that's what it's for, or that's why, is because of the copyright thing and they don't want to give those rights away. But it's just weird. I've never ever seen a movie, especially one as big as that, with absolutely no merchandising. This one here is a crossover. I can tell it is. I can't put my finger on what it is. It looks like it's a crossover between a band shirt, like an album cover. I'm assuming that's what it is. I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but I know that's what it is. I'll have to look in the card to see what it is. So I think that's the only reason we even get this shirt, is because it's a crossover. Again, I wish I'd had this before the movie came out, but this box just got here, so whatever. But you know, it's still cool. I like the I like the traditional look of Apocalypse. The Apocalypse movie version, he's okay. They did fine. He looked pretty cool, but not the best one. So I'll probably give that like a 6.5 out of 10. I think a lot of people will like that, but I don't think the movie did super. I don't think anyone loved the movie, and it came after the movie was there, so it's not like you can wear it to it. So I think 6.5 is fair. All right, enough of that. Moving on. And it looks like we got a Dorbz figure, which I'm a fan of this series, but it's not exclusive or anything, so we got the Penguin here. But this is what I was saying, like, it's just, the stuff in here is just overly common. It's just a random Dorbz figure. I'm sure there was the option to get other ones, but I'm sure it was you had a selection from a few Batman ones, I can only assume. But, you know, it's fine, nothing wrong with it, but just nothing special about it. It's just very, very common. Alright, next, it looks like we got some mini Wacky Wobblers. So I'm assuming that's from Funko. So get close up there. So we got the Wacky Wobblers, and these are mini ones. And the Wacky Wobbler series, I'm really not a fan of, and I don't think most people are either. And it seems redundant to do that for the Marvel ones, because anything that Funko makes that's Marvel, they have to be bobblehead, due to licensing. I can't remember if it's Kenner or Mattel or someone, still to this day owns exclusive rights to create action figures for anything Marvel. So the only way Funko can produce anything is if they make them bobbleheads. So the Pops, the Mystery Minis, the Wacky Wobblers, everything Marvel from Funko is already a bobblehead. So to put them in the Wacky Wobbler series seems totally redundant because they already exist as bobbleheads elsewhere. As far as quality, the quality on them is decent, not spectacular, but it's got decent quality, decent sculpt. And the Wacky Wobblers are usually much bigger. They're usually like that 6 to 8 inch size. And I don't think they're very collectible. I don't think anyone really likes them that much. And making them mini doesn't make them any different per se. It's better because they're easier to display, but I can't imagine a lot of people really wanting the Wacky Wobblers. I don't think it's a popular series. But at least it's Avengers. At least it's a good franchise, you know. And it's from Age of Ultron, which is a little bit outdated. But, regardless, it's still got the main Avengers there, which is cool. So there's that. And it doesn't look like it's exclusive by any means, so there we go. And the rest, it looks like comics. So let's take a look at what comics we got. And we got a crap load of advertisements, as always. So the first one. Oh, comic blog exclusive. Cool. So that's what we would hope for when we get comics from this blog. Something exclusive and a #1. So you can start out at the beginning of the series. You're not thrown into the middle of it, so you know what's going on. And also it holds a little bit of value because it is exclusive. So that's what we would hope for. So there we go. Punisher. Next, looks like we got Tank Girl. I don't know if a lot of people remember who Tank Girl is. She kind of hasn't been around in a while. This is from Titan Comics. Doesn't look like an exclusive or anything. And it is a #1, which is good. But yeah, Tank Girl's been around for a long time. I want to say her comics started in like the 80s or something like that. But she's been around. She was never crazy popular. She's definitely well known. They made a movie about it. I don't know how relevant she is anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if she made a comeback, though. She seems like a pretty legit character. She seems pretty badass, and I think people would like her if they brought her back or, like, redid a movie. I think people would respond pretty well, in my personal opinion. So I like the character. I think she's cool, so even if you aren't familiar with her, I think you still would like the series, but, nothing special about it. It's sealed and everything, but I don't think it's exclusive. It's just a #1. So there we go. And I think that's all the items in the box. I think the rest is just advertisement because they put so many advertisements in there. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alrighty, so there's that. Let's take a little break, and I'll check some value, and we'll come back and talk about a rating on this box. See you soon. Alright, we are back. Let's talk about some value on this box. The shirt. I read the card and it didn't say what it was referencing. I know they can't because it's a crossover and they'd have to pay licensing if they did. I know it's from something and I can't put my finger on it. Someone in the comments is going to have to help me out here. I'm very rarely stumped on this stuff, but I know it's referencing something. So hit me up in the comments so you can remind me because this is going to bug the hell out of me. Anyway, like I said, 6.5 on the shirt, but it'll get the standard $12 to $15 value. Next. The Dorbs. So apparently everyone got Penguin, which is so weird. That's so specific. Such a specific character to give to everyone. I'm assuming it's because the character wasn't that popular and they just got a good deal on a bulk amount of them. It seems so odd that they would pick the Penguin and then just the Penguin. There's so many characters here they could have given some variety, but everyone got Penguin. But anyway, there's nothing rare or special about it. This goes for like $7 or $8, which is pretty common for common Dorbs. They really aren't ever worth anything, pretty much ever. So we got the Penguin. Whatever. Next, our Mini Wobblers set. This is going to go for about $12 to $15, which is pretty reasonable. Same thing, nothing special or exclusive about it. Sculpt on them is decent. I think Iron Man looks cool. I think the rest of them look just okay. I don't like bobbleheads. I don't think most people like bobbleheads. So $12 to $15 is decent. So, and again, nothing wrong with them, but nothing special about them either. Now on to the comics. So, Punisher, which is a comic block exclusive, which says right on there. This is going for a very decent amount. Punisher is very in demand right now. He just showed up on Daredevil. I haven't got around to watching Season 2 yet, but he's on that, so he's very relevant in pop culture. So this is going for a decent amount. This is actually going for $25 to $30, which is higher than I thought, but not too surprising considering he's on such a popular show right now. And I'm pretty sure he's going to make a resurgence in movies in some way or another. I'm pretty sure Punisher and Daredevil are going to team up in a movie in the future, but that's just a prediction of mine. So that's what that's going for. So a really decent amount on that, so which is really good. And that's what we hope for in Comic Blog, like I was saying, because this appeals to both collectors and readers, because that's always a split market. It's always the boxes that offer comics is usually either for readers or for collectors because it's rare stuff or it's just stuff to read. And this appeals to both because #1, it's from the beginning, but it also holds some value. So this is exactly what we want from this box. So that's a good thing. Next, Tank Girl #1. This is actually exclusive as well. Why it doesn't say it anywhere on there, I don't understand. It's not a bad thing, but usually when things are exclusive, the companies love to plaster their logo all over it. It seems odd that they didn't here, but either way, it said it is exclusive, so it is a variant cover. But the downside of it is it doesn't really hold too much value because, like I was saying, Tank Girl, although known, not super popular, is not in pop culture at all right now, so she's not very relevant, so people wouldn't even know to look for this. I think she will make a resurgence, but hasn't at this point. But this comic is going for 12 to 15, which is higher than their average comic, which is good, but doesn't have a ton of value even though it's exclusive. But it still appeals to both markets, collectors and readers, so that's good there. So good to see. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The value on the low end is 68, and on the high end is 82. So really tremendous value here, but that's pretty much because of that one item. But it's a really good item. This is really what you'd expect from Comic Block, and this is what they offered before when it was just comics. Some of them were to read, but some were actually rare and exclusive comics that held a lot of value, which that did. So that's kind of what we've been hoping for, so it does deliver on that end. The rest of the stuff, they kind of always say it's just going to be extra stuff added to it, and that's kind of what it was here too. None of this stuff was bad. Funko stuff is always cool. It's just not rare or anything, and it doesn't hold a lot of value. But it's still good stuff, and I think people would enjoy it, although they wouldn't be crazy about it. Now, if they could put a little more into this box and actually make the figures that come with it exclusive as well, I think this would be a phenomenal box. I think it would be really fantastic, and honestly, it would probably be my favorite and one of their best if they can pull it off. And that's kind of what I was hoping for, that they still haven't done. But it's doing a little better now. The past boxes have kind of sucked, and this one's actually doing a little bit better. So I hope that's a sign of things to come. I hope it does continually get better. And something to note here. People that were grandfathered into this box only paid $20 before. Starting with the month of May, I think, or June, now everyone has to pay $30. And I think that's why the box wasn't that good, because they were trying to sell a $30 box, but they were only charging people $20 for it. So people were expecting this good box paying $30, but most people were only paying $20. So now that everyone's paying $30, I think this box will be better, because now they're getting 50% more money. They went from 20 to 30. That's a substantial amount more than they were getting. So now that they're getting more cash flow in, I think they'll be able to make a better box, and that shows with these exclusive comics. And I think if this continues on, hopefully the figures and stuff will get better as well, and that's what I've been hoping for. That's why I've kept it around so long, because this is what I want. I like comic stuff. I like comic theme stuff, and no box has pulled it off to this day. So I was hoping this company would, and it kind of seems like they might now. So overall, I'm going to give this box a 7.25 out of 10, because you got really tremendous value. Even if it is only from one item, it's still there. I think you'd have, even if you don't like that comic, I think you'd have no problem at all flipping that and making your money back, and maybe even making a profit on it, to be quite honest, which is a really hard thing to do. The rest of the stuff in here was, I wouldn't say filler, because it wasn't crap or anything. It was all branded stuff. Probably not anyone's top choice, but still useful stuff that you probably could resell if you needed to. But it was decent stuff. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good either. And they delivered on the comics, and it's a comic block, so you got that. T-shirt was okay, the rest of the stuff was okay, but it was still good quality stuff, so. And the value, again, was great. So overall, I think it kind of deserves that, and I really hope this box does continue to get better, because I personally think this could be my favorite box. It has the potential to be. It's a high-value box now, and they're getting more cash flow in. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this, and whether you think it's getting better or whether you think it's the same old crap. Let me know in the comments. So thank you all for watching. This has been Comic Block, 7.25 on the box, 6.5 on the shirt. Let me know what you guys thought. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Peace.